Have you guys ever spent hours trying to come up with the right content ideas that will attract, nurture, and push your ideal customers into buying into your services and feel like you've wasted a shit ton of time? And that was me for the longest time. I struggled to think of ideas. All I did was copy other creators, which positioned me as a commodity because I was providing the exact same value and I was hoping for the best with the content that I posted. Until I discovered this ideation framework, which allows you to produce hundreds of video ideas in less than 30 minutes. And this is without using AI. So in this video, you're going to learn how to create ideas for your personal brand that positions you as an authority and a holy grail of value and education for your ideal customers, and ways in which you can create hundreds of video ideas with as little effort as possible. So the first thing that I want to cover when creating ideas, especially if we want to attract our dream customers, is we're not making content for our ICP, our ideal customer profile. We're actually making content for our dream follower. This is someone who will relate to us on a more personal level. The reason why is because this allows us to increase our total addressable market. If we increase our total addressable market, it allows us to reach newer people. And the difference between the ICP and dream follower is that the dream follower are just personal characteristics and the ICP is just the qualification levels. For example, my ICP are coaches that are making between 5 to 15K who are struggling to post content and stuff like that. But my dream follower have interest in basketball, sports, traveling, etc. So that's how you can differentiate the ICP and the dream follower. And the reason why you want to target your dream follower is not only for the total addressable market, but it's also because you can find your ICP within your dream follower. That is why we want to make content for our dream follower. But how do we actually do this? So this leads me into my next point of understanding that there are intentions behind content. There's top of funnel and middle funnel. And before I go into actual ideation, I wanted to bring up the dream follower and ICP because you need to be intentional with who you're speaking to with your content. A lot of you guys right now are posting content purely for the ROI, but the intention behind every single video you post shouldn't be just to get the sale. Your content is to do everything else but to sell. So with that, it's important to know that every idea has intention behind it. It's either top of funnel where we're building awareness, resonance, likability, or middle funnel where we're building credibility, insight and value, and problem and solution aware. That's why I've stated that top of funnel content is mainly for the dream follower where we increase our total addressable market, and middle funnel content is mainly for our ICP where we're targeting those that we attract and directly solving their problems. So now that we're aware, how can we create content ideas purely for our dream follower, which is top of funnel content? First, I want you to understand who they are. What's their story? What are their goals, dreams, desires? And what are they passionate about? What are their deepest fears? You can do this by creating assumptions, or if you have existing clients and you're onboarding new clients, I want you to ask them these questions, whether it's on your onboarding form or you send them a questionnaire to fill in. What about the content pushed you into buying? What other than the value I provide made you want to work with me? And why do you enjoy working with me? And what parts of my brand do you resonate with the most? What this does is it gives you marketing angles for your top of funnel content. And I'll show you a great example of this. So for example, this is how one of my clients describe their dream followers. They want to be the most successful person in their bloodline. They want to work less hours. They love cars and watches. They have these specific watches. They're obsessed with fitness and they love a community. And what we've done is we've leveraged this in our top of funnel content. For example, this directly correlates with being the most successful person in a bloodline. This directly correlates by being part of a community. We're marketing the watch our dream followers like. And this is showing that we're obsessed with fitness. And because of this, we've been able to build our audience full of high-level B2C and high-level B2B that all have our same interests, goals, and desires. And because we've attracted these types of people, this is how we dialed in the middle funnel content. We got the setter to research all the qualified leads that came through from the top of funnel content, and we found out the most asked questions or pain points, what videos they were watching the most, at what point of business were they at, and what their goals were. And through that, we were able to make middle funnel content based on their direct problems, and we were able to position ourselves as the holy grail for them to get all their answers, all their solutions to their problems. As you can see here, there was stress about delegating and mindset issues that we pointed out. The video that we posted about mindset issues got 91K views, and the video that we posted about delegating and working less hours got 6.1K views on YouTube as well. Imagine how many people were warmed up, saw us as a credible person because we posted content solving their direct problems. Now that we've dialed in the middle funnel and we've dialed in the top of funnel, we are now positioned as someone who can help them achieve their goals and someone who is extremely likable and relatable. And this is one of the best ways to create ideas for top of funnel and middle funnel. But now the question is, how do you never actually run out of ideas? This is how you do it. At first, there's the SLA method. This is the easiest way to create ideas. It's the most brain-dead way, and it's the most preached method as well. This is where you steal like an artist. You find the best performing video ideas from people in your niche or in adjacent niches, and you add your own twist to it where you're talking about your dream follower or your ICP. You want to pay attention to outliers, which are videos performing above the account's average and stuff like that. So you want to look at smaller accounts that have had videos performing above average, larger accounts that have had videos performing above average, and trending ideas that you see frequently on your For You page. All it takes is research. However, the SLA method is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to ideation. But it is a fundamental skill set that you're going to use throughout all ideation methods. And the biggest mistake that most business owners make is they purely rely on the SLA method to build their brand, but the issue is you won't be a one-of-one personal brand. So how can you multiply the ideas that you currently have so they're uniquely your own, and you're testing as many ideas as possible to get the most maximum output as possible? Now that you have a content idea from the SLA method, all you have to do is rephrase it. So just because you've created an idea once doesn't mean the idea is finished. You can rephrase it, and what rephrasing is basically saying the same video idea but differently. It's that simple. So from one video idea, you can get 4 other videos simply because you're changing the way you say it. This is what rephrasing looks like. For example, here's a video that we have of getting our dad's live reaction at 19. A rephrased version of it would be telling your mom how much you made at 19 as well. And that is an example of rephrasing. Another way of ideation and how you can get more ideas as well is reframing. This is a very, very good way to create ideas, and this is where the multiplier effect takes place. So for example, you can get 3 more ideas from one idea. Reframing is simply just having a different angle to your original idea. This is what it looks like. It's just a whole multiplying effect. And as you can see, we can create over 100 video ideas purely just by implementing this. And with all those video ideas and videos, we can see which ones perform the best and optimize for the most growth for your account. Another way is, and this is the most important one, reformatting. Formatting is how your video idea is executed. So for example, we have Dana Lives, POVs, live sales calls, podcasts, etc. These are all the formats that I've tested personally. And with all these ideas that you've created here, you can reformat all these videos. And the beauty of this is formats are proven. There are multiple videos under specific formats that have performed well. So if you just rephrase, reframe, and steal like an artist and reformat all your video ideas, there's no doubt in my mind that you won't blow the fuck up, because you are testing so many ideas, and from one video idea you can generate over 200 videos. Imagine that, you're testing the same idea over 200 times. There's no reason why you wouldn't blow up. So that is how you create an unlimited amount of video ideas, guys, and how you can create video ideas that actually work in attracting your dream follower and actually nurturing and getting your dream customer into buying into you. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you follow my Instagram. It's in the description below. Take care, guys. Peace.